is Ivan Olarte here in Massachusetts. 6 degrees out, but nice and cozy here in my studio. It's Friday afternoon. I took the day off as a vacation day because I've been waiting for a very special ukulele made here in the United States by Gary Gill. I got number 21 from Mim's Ukes. And a couple of people have already asked about it, so I figure let me go ahead and rush out a quick review, if you will, and later on I'm going to be doing some recording with it. But for now, let me show you what came in the mail today from Mim. I got an imported Fusion Premium case, ukulele case, tenor size. And I know I normally would not do this, but it's nice and tucked in. Here's the Gary Gill number 21, a little redhead, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But I wanted to show the case first. If you travel, if you want to have a nice weekend bag, this has tops of pockets, great protection, and you know, it's well worth the money. So I got it, you know, along with the ukulele from Mim. So. And here's the Gary Gill Douglas Fir top, mahogany sides. Look at that rosette. It's a redhead. Some people call it a strawberry shortcake. I'm thinking of calling it Gigi or Juno since I ordered it during the storm of Juno. But I wanted to show you just the beauty in this. The headstock, it's kind of reminds me of my MO, but it has its own distinct look. The rosette is amazing, and the backside mahogany, if you look it up close, it's really nice. So I have the feeling that this is going to become my number 1 or number 2 player, and I keep saying my MO, that's my number 1 player up to now. So what I like to do is to start giving a little sample of the only one that I think is worth it that will compare to the my MO to this one would be my MO. So let's start with that a little bit. And one of the things, on a side note, I like straps on most of my tenor ukes, and since I hang them up, they're always a mess. So I came up with a little ingenious MacGyver kind of thing. I bought a bag of hair ribbons that don't have any metal parts, and what I do is when I put it away, I fold the strap in the back, and the ribbon's already, you know, in place in the strap. And then all you gotta do is just tuck it. And the other added point to this is that it provides a little back against the wall in case it kind of bounces back and forth or something. To use it, you just, you know, simply kind of stretch it out. And here we go. So what I wanted to do is give you a little, this is all acoustic, by the way, it's not plugged in. They both have MISI pickups, MISI pickups, but that's for performing and other stuff. I wanted to show you just the raw acoustics of it and what I think. This is my number 1 player. It's not that loud, but it feels like a classical guitar. When I want to play complicated pieces, when I have ease of play, when it's plugged in, definitely. This plays like butter. It's my MO that I got a couple of years ago, and I love it. So, you know, you can hear a little bit of the sound. So that's my Maimo. And by the way, that's an arrangement I'm working on that I will be recording in a couple of days. It's called La Llorona. It's an old folk Mexican tune that has about 50 billion verses. So people pick 3 or 4 that they like. Anyway, so that's my Maimo. Beautiful. I love this uke. It's been to Reno. It's been to California. It's traveled 1,300 miles with us in the car. Love my Maimo. But I think it has a partner now, a brother, sister, whatever you want to call it. So let's check that out. Now again, this is the Gary Gill number 21. Before I get going on anything, one of the things is the Gary Gill advised not to put a button, strap button here. He didn't really go into detail, but so Mim didn't put it, but she did ship a button. It turns out that this middle strip here seems to be either very hard wood or it's got a rod inside. In any case, I had a little bit of a problem, and I had to find a smaller button. There's actually 2 holes in there, which I managed to cover the one that didn't work out. But it's still worth it. For me, playing a tenor, you gotta have a strap. So that might be something that the next Gary Gill customer might request when he builds new ukes. Anyway, that's the only thing that I find in this ukulele that I had a little bit of a problem with. Other than that, what happened is this: about last fall, I saw a couple of pictures of his ukuleles, pear-shaped, beautiful rosette and headstock. And I fell in love with this little redhead. Strawberry shortcake, Gigi, Juno, red, I don't know, call it whatever. And I thought, oh, well, some lucky guy is going to love this, or girl. In any case, as it happens, for some reason, nobody picked it up. And after Christmas and through some personal things, I kind of went back and took a look at it. And next thing you know, I started talking to Mim, and she had it. She put it on hold for me. Then we had to wait a little bit to get it and miss a pickup, and then it turned out that she had the fusion cases. So, hey, it was meant to be. I saw a picture of this redhead a few months ago, and here we are. So, and as it turns out, everything I read, it wasn't just the looks. I started hearing people love their Gary Gills, and although I haven't seen an in-depth review, and that's kind of why I'm giving you a sound sample here. But everything sounded right. It's made in the US. It's Mahogany. It's got a Douglas Fir, the only ukulele that I have like that. I love the pear shape. And it has a slightly different sound than the Maimo. I know I'm taking too long, so you probably forgot about the Maimo. That one was clear. It was mellow, very clean. This one is like clear, not so mellow, very clean, and it's amazing. So hold on. So I'm going to play the same arrangement, and then I'm going to noodle around. One of the things is my nails keep breaking, so even though I play some fingerstyle or classical style from my guitar background, I do my best. And luckily the ukulele is a lot more forgiving than a classical guitar piece. So anyway, here's a sound sample, and if you have any questions, I guess you can contact me on my blog. Or, sorry. In any case, I just want to give you a quick update. I will be filming some other stuff later in the weekend. This arrangement, as a matter of fact. But for now, just listen to the instrumental part of it. Okay? You gotta understand one thing. This is like the third or fourth time that I've ever played this ukulele, so the fingerboard feels a little different than the Miami, which is to me like wearing an old hat. Um, but other than that, I like it. I mean, one of the things I noticed, the balance with the bass and everything else, unlike a lot of ukuleles, this has a boomy sound, but it's all the way across. So it's not like da 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 boom. It's more like bum 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 boom. And I'm loving it. So anyway, let's see what else. So nice. See, nice and balanced. Worth strings. The other one had worth clear, so they're about similar quality strings. What else? Nice for strumming. What else can I show you guys? Can't think of anything else. So it's great for jazz. It's great for rhythm. That's certainly nice for nicely. Very even across of it. As much I don't go on and about made in the US. You know what? It is made in the USA. And considering that my job, could go overseas any day now, any second, and considering the state of the world, I guess. This is made in the US, bought by me with my US money, and all US materials, and sold by MIM here in the US. So like the Mayamos, they're made here too as well. But I just gotta tell you, I love it, and hopefully you'll see why I'm in love with this redhead. And talk to MIM if you're interested in one. If not, if you like this video, comment. If you don't like it, comment. But if you don't like it, please say why. I only have like 1 or 2 dislikes, and I have no idea why. So anyway, you can on enjoying it, and I'll be talking to you in a couple of days. Later.